Welcome back, everybody, to the weekend show where I'll be breaking down the big mega cap stocks. So, before we get started, please hit that like button, and that is greatly appreciated. And if you are new here, definitely consider subscribing. Now, if you want to go above and beyond, support the channel, and this is the right time with lots of volatility here in this market. And you want to get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, all kinds of setups, definitely head over to Patreon, and that link will be down below in the description. And now let's get right into the market. All right, so welcome back once again, guys. And you can see it right here. Trump vows Iran will be living in hell by Tuesday if Strait of Hormuz deadline is missed. And we'll see. We heard about these things before, one after another, deadline extending, and now we got new one Tuesday, right? So we'll see. We'll wait till Tuesday, maybe Taco Tuesday, right? Now, you can see what market did Friday was a gap down. So if bears are so strong and everything was going to the downside, why we rallied on Friday back up to the upside, advancing almost 55%. Dow flat, Nasdaq flat, S&P flat, slightly green. Russell was up 0.69%. 11 sectors. Real estate led the way. Energy, technology, utilities, consumer defensive. Consumer cyclical take a big hit because of Tesla. Stock market map. You can see Microsoft, Nvidia, Broadcom, Intel. It was a nice show by the semis, including Microsoft, Apple flat, Google flat, Amazon flat, and Tesla took it right on the chin, down 5.42%. Fear and greed index. Now we got 19, still in extreme fear. Any sell off, it will come down even more. And whenever we're sitting here, always expect something good coming out, at least in the near short term. Um, Bear bull sentiment, you can see 51% are still almost 52 bearish here in this market, neutral 15, and 33.6% are bullish. We do have some data, ISM Monday, then we got ADP employment. Then we have, I think the Friday is the big one. We got core PC, GDP, and then Friday is the big one, the CPI numbers coming out, and Michigan consumer sentiment. So we'll see how these numbers are looking going into Friday. And now let's get right into Microsoft. On Microsoft, it's up 1.11%, so nice bounce off of the support and the 5-day moving average. You can see 366 right here. Came down on Friday, went slightly lower by not even a dollar, but then look at the bounce here, guys. Pretty much closing near high of the day. That is a strong closing here on Microsoft. Now I see a lot of bear thesis out there with Microsoft, and trust me, when Microsoft was up here at all-time highs, definitely not something I was looking to get into. And I've been warning people that when things go up in a straight line, it comes back. And now these people will be proven wrong again that Microsoft is a market moving stock. It's a big name. I don't care about what AI things are doing. Some of these names, semiconductors, and some of the other products that are coming into the market, like even SpaceX, and then what's the other one? Um, OpenAI and all that. Microsoft will be here in future, and it's not going anywhere. They have tons of business. So just because AI is coming out fresh and new, and people are just gonna use AI on everything, and they're just gonna dump Microsoft. I don't think that's the case. This is still the big dog, and it's gonna stay here, and it's going to prove itself once again, just like Apple and some of the other big names, even Amazon. So Microsoft, what's happening here? You can see if we can take out, I would say 374.44, we can push higher easily into 380 to 83, maybe even into 385. I think the weekly expected move here on Microsoft for this week, I think $10 $11 plus or minus from where we closed. So you can easily come into this area. And far as putting in a bottom, I mean, yes, the last time was looking like it was a bottom here, maybe anywhere head and shoulder. Since we broke that, keep an eye on this. It has been never ever that oversold in more than a few decades. You can see monthly 50 SMA. This red line, we touched it, we recovered, we closed above it. So we'll see how that goes. This is a new month. If the stock can recover, maybe come up and retest, like 410, something like that. We also have earnings coming out, and a lot of things will move this month. So Microsoft, if we can clear right here just over 374, I think it's going into 380 plus, maybe even into 385s, into bottom of this range. That's going to be around 389 to 390. If we come back down, this has to hold right here, that 366. This is going to be key line in the sand. If that's out, we might be making another new low before going higher. On Apple, stock is absolutely flat, but you can see on a gap down what happened. We had a nice hammer candle here on Apple on the daily time frame, and we did close over that 255. So technically, it's looking really good. Bollinger Bands are squeezing, so that's one thing. That's one concern. As long as I think you can hold these lows, I think even this week there is a possibility of Microsoft going, or actually Apple in this case, going up to that 260 to 61, close the gap, and possibly head higher. Now, if this thing gets a rejection, comes back, or let's say we get a gap down, there is going to be some levels to watch. 253, right down here, 5-day moving average right here at 251.99. 250 is going to be a crucial one to hold. If we go underneath that level, then we might be retesting these lows down here. That's going to be around 245 to 243. On Tesla stock is down 5.42% on Friday with some down sales numbers, I think. But Tesla, it's a big name, it's a big market moving stock. Also, if you look at my screen, there is a gap below. You got a bunch of gaps to the upside. We also have earnings coming out, end of this month. So Tesla here, as long as you can hold right here around 360. Watch out for a potential bounce, maybe into right here, right around 370. If we can get over that, we can fill the gap at 374. And if we can break this downtrend, I think there is a chance of filling this gap as well, which is at 385. If things are not looking good come Monday morning and we get under, let's say, 354.55, we could be heading into this gap, which is at 339 right here on Tesla. On AMD, it's up 3.47%. So AMD looking much, much better than Nvidia, especially when you look at the chart. We could be forming a rounding bottom here. And with this gap on top, if this thing can actually hold over, let's say 220, we can easily get into 226 and maybe into the gap right here at 237. If this thing comes back, now there will be support right here at 211. And then we also have support down here at 206, 202.69. And then we can talk about maybe retesting bottom of this range, which is going to be around 192 to 190. On Meta, it's down 0.82%. So Meta, this was amazing, trade that we took on a Meta. These 600 calls, they went up big, over 60%. And if you traded Meta before, this is a big mover. And look at the bottom here, 520, and then we came back up to where? Look at this, guys, almost filling that gap. I mean, when it was trading here, nobody would have thought that within a week, just span of a week, it can come back up here. So Meta was amazing, especially getting into calls. And now we got a rejection off of these, highs right here. And now we're just coming back. Maybe, as long as I would say these lows hold right here, let's say 558 to even 551, we don't get down here, I think Meta still has chance for it to go up and close the gap all the way 593 and maybe even retest these lows down here where we had that initial breakdown taking place on Meta, this trend line as well, which is actually a monthly or even a weekly trend line. You can see since we put in a bottom back in 2022, we had a retest, a successful retest here, and then we retested 3 more times, finally getting that breakdown. So it makes sense. We come back up and retest this trend line. It's totally possible. Does that mean Meta is all bullish and going back to all-time highs? No, but there is still upside potential here on Meta. So keep an eye out for this thing to move higher. As long as you can hold right here, I would say at least these lows down here, 551 to 558. On Amazon, stock is down 0.38%. So Amazon had a gap up and go. and then we came back almost closing the gap on Friday, but we did not. So there's a gap at 203.8. That could actually help Amazon here act as a support as long as you can stay over that. Watch out for a move back up to 207. But as of right now, it's actually at almost 210. So if we come back down here, then watch for these levels. As long as we remain over 207, watch out for more upside into 215, and over that we can possibly move higher into this gap right here, right about 232. So Amazon is, this is not something I would really, like to get into, but there could be, some sort of a, move back up to the upside once again, because it does look like, this was the low. We did not take out this low, and this was, slightly higher low here on Amazon. On Google Stack, it's absolutely flat on the day, and this was really fantastic. Now, it takes a lot of time, and I just don't want anybody that is not serious to come and join my Patreon. I'm only looking for serious people that want to actually make money. They want to get these trades. On Thursday, we shorted Google, we shorted SMH, we shorted SPY. What happened Friday, early morning? It didn't even fill the gap. Right at opening, guys, took profit on this play. It was what $7 drop, and I think I got in right here at 297 ish. So it was fantastic. $10 drop from where I got in. It's good enough for a swing trade just holding overnight. And if you're really serious and you want to get these types of trade ideas, these are available on Patreon. And if you go for the annual membership, you do save some money. So watch out. That description will be down below in the description. And it just I don't feel like showing a bunch of trades. And if you're serious, come and check it out. You will get those trades. You'll start getting what you need here from the market. But if you're not serious, and then I show you a bunch of trades, and you think like, oh, I'm gonna get in and do the same thing, and then you come in and you don't do anything. You're just watching. You're just watching and not doing anything. I don't need those types of traders. If you're serious, more than welcome. Come and join, trade with us. But if you're not serious, what's the point of being in the stock market, right? No point of watching the videos and doing whatever you're doing. Stock market is all about money. There is nothing here. It's all about money, money, and money. You try to make money from the stock market. If you want to make a living, you got to be serious. You got to be involved in a trade. You got to learn from mistakes. You cannot repeat those. And you just got to, keep on moving on the stock market. You can't just have one trade, one bad trade, or one good trade, and this is it. I'm done. I'm not going to trade anymore. And I'm just going to watch, or let's say you lost, some money and you just gave up. You're not going to be successful here in the stock market. So that's why I'm making less videos and I'm showing less things here in my video, because people that are serious, they'll come and join regardless. And if they're serious, they're going to make money, because I know what I did for myself. It's only 2-3 months into this year, and the just one account alone is up over 200%. I mean, you're more than welcome to take a look at it. It's actually posted in my Discord, in my profit loss section last Friday. You guys can look at it. So here on Google, guys, we got out, we took profit, went back up, and now I think it has the potential for the gap fill here at 298. If this thing can come back and fill the gap and hold over that, that would be bullish. Otherwise, this thing will reverse from here and come back and close these gaps down here, and possibly can go down a bit more. We do have this, head and shoulder pattern here on Google, and we're just retesting the neckline as of right now. On Nvidia stock, it's up 0.93%. So it was up almost 1% off of the lows. I mean, this is a pretty big bounce for Nvidia on Friday. So bulls are not going to give up here on Nvidia anytime soon. We have earnings coming out next month. So we have more than a month so far, closing just underneath that 20 SMA. If we can get over 178, I think you can push towards that 50 SMA 182.65 into 184. If it remains under this 178 zone, watch out for the key support right here at 174, 172, and then bottom of this range 170. On Broadcom, it was slightly up, but you can see, I mean, this thing is just struggling here. 307 has to hold. If this thing can hold here, we can possibly see a move towards that 324. But at this moment, I mean, it's really looking weak here. So Broadcom, I'm not gonna talk about it too much. You can see we actually made a lower low last week, so this could be a lower high again before we come down and take out this low. If this thing wants to prove it, we need to get over not only 324, I would say 330, trade into this, top zone here, and that would be more neutral to slightly bullish. But as of right now, things are just falling apart on Broadcom, and I'm not really a big buyer of Broadcom here, especially at $314 a share. On Netflix is up 3.25%. So I still have position on Netflix, still have calls, shares, and just holding. And look at this thing. I mean, we had this nice flag pattern. I even called out for the flag, and then we had the initial breakout. We had the retest, and now boom, almost $100. So Netflix is doing really well right now. And if this thing wants to continue, we just gotta take out these highs, and that would be let's say around 100. If we can take that out, we can definitely retest 104, maybe going back up to 110, and that 200 SMA is right about there. So it's definitely possible on Netflix. On a pullback, want to watch 97.3, that gives up 94 here. And I think this should hold up for next couple sessions. So watch out. It's on the move, and especially if we take out this high, there will be more upside here on Netflix. And look at the volume we had, especially on these gap up and go days where we had gap up and go, and then closing at a new high, and then another gap up and go into almost 100. Then we had that pullback, and now finally it's going back up. And you just got to watch these highs here. If it gets taken out here on Netflix, there will be plenty more upside to play it back up to the upside. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching.